that, the magenta, that
Uh-huh.
one will stay in your hair until your hair, I mean, a lot.
You know,
You know,
sometimes I wish I had hair so I could color it.
well, that's where the wigs come in.
Right.
So I have this just for, for my party, right?
Yeah.
Like a disco light. But
Yeah. Does it change colors?
now I need all more. I saw a whole bag of Christmas lights,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't take them because I'm trying to declutter.
I noticed there were some Christmas, like, well, not really Christmas lights, little ball lights of white ones. You can see the
Oh,
filament inside.
oh,
Up on the roof here, I was up there a couple days ago, and there's a little solar collector there with a string of lights connected to it.
I love it. To see, I would have that.
It's green.
I
So,
was talking about green. If I got green screen paint, I wouldn't mind painting one of the walls of my house.
well, you could do that. This is partly aiming at the green screen, but when I put on the green screen thing, let's see. Yeah, the virtual background thing. I have a green screen. Okay, I have that on. I put up a different photo earlier and now it won't show.
You know what? We can. The thing is that this is like anti-perfectionism training, which I
Yeah,
mean,
because I want it to be better. Like there's all these choices and I can't use any of them because it won't change.
but see that whole the thing is, if we didn't just jump in and
There's that,
oh,
but I
that
can't put myself in with that right now.
oh, there's a chance that there's absolutely nobody watching this, but that's cool with me. We can just work on our game.
There's either nobody or there's millions. There's the Inwood Hill Park. Yeah, I have options here, but I can't.
But we can like broadcast this like other people can watch it later. It's not like they have to be here when it's live, right?
Yeah, they can. I intend to just keep it up. So
Yeah, but yeah. Let's just say, wow, this is the first one they ever did, and there's Madison. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No one was there.
So what is Jolly Ramey?
Well,
Is Jolly Ramey relevant in the 21st century? Tell me, madam.
think of all the hits we've had. Think of our international influence, right? They wouldn't have even had the Olympics in Barcelona if it wasn't for us. Oh, true story.
Yeah.
Last night I'm walking in front of some people talking, and I turn around and I say Barcelona, and they go, and I,
Ah,
and it was just a nice moment, young 20 something kids, right? But
great.
I recognized that little lisp.
Are they still there?
Yeah, they're in the back room fucking.
Good.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah. Barcelona. Okay. Well, why are we talking about Barcelona? Jolly Ramey kind of really started in Barcelona in 1985, I believe. So that would mean this would be the 40th anniversary of Jolly Ramey.
Uh,
So
does that mean we're old now? I love to
well,
say the year I was born because people will like bug out because everyone I'm talking to is born after 2000.
yeah, that happens.
It's
There's
fun.
all these people that have been continuing to breed. I'm usually baffled by the whole thing. Uh,
We didn't buy into the family thing because we didn't really have good experiences in that regard. We just didn't believe in the family in a certain way.
Yeah, I've been thinking about past ways of life, like our parents' age and all that, and how, I think it was less of a question.
Well,
People just
people
sort
would
of had kids,
they would just get pregnant because they didn't know better. But I remember
Well, they also didn't have all these. They didn't have the pill, stuff like that.
I was 14, I had had my first experience with guy Richard. Wound up to be a lawyer, and the minute that happened, I ran to this place called the Door, and I went and got myself a diaphragm.
The door.
Yeah, I was 14 years old, and I went and I got myself some serious
It
birth
was like
control.
a some sort of health thing or a radical
Yeah,
thing. What
it was
was the
like
door?
to help teens,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And this is before AIDS, clearly, but
Oh,
uh,
that's cool.
yeah. Anyway, if anyone remembers the Door, leave a comment below.
Yeah, the door. Hmm.
But if I hadn't have been too so afraid of just being trapped with some horrible man and some squalling kid, I might have had someone to be like wiping my butt in the nursery in the nursing home. But well, that blue was a mistake, but it'll wash out.
Yeah. Okay. Looks good.
Hey, I got a party to go to. I got a
Yeah.
party to throw.
Yeah. In the garden on the 12th Street, right? Correct.
Yeah, everyone come and bring me money
Yeah.
for my hair.
So people gonna. I don't know if people can fly in from Europe as easy. Uh,
Well, they're going to be watching this in
how?
the past because clearly there's really no chance of anyone watching it now.
Because it's June, 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 June. Just because it's June, June, June. June is busting out all over, folks.
This
Look
is
at
what I
that.
do for this is for vanity for my hair.
Those are working woman's hands.
Okay, so we should we talk about what I'm going to buy to feed the party goers at the tenant meeting tonight.
Yeah,
We're having a tenant meeting. So I don't want to work. So I'm thinking like dips, chips, watermelon. I was gonna do hot dogs, but that's work because you
yeah.
gotta do the fire and
No, no, no fire.
plates and
No needing to cook.
no cooking. Just chips, dips, watermelon. Pack up the watermelon. Open the dips. The chips can be eaten right out of the bag. Oh, okay, so that's the plan.
Yeah, good.
Do you want to come?
I might appear for a moment if I walk over that way.
Yeah. What
Well,
kind?
I'm not a party person. The thing last yesterday at I work at the Art Students League, and they had,
The ball.
yeah, 150th year celebration of this institution.
It's a
And
big deal. But you
yeah,
did.
so yesterday was really nice. I'm glad I went yesterday. Politicians came from the city and from the state. The arts commissioner people. They're very charming arts commissioner representatives.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they spoke and they gave good speeches. So it was read proclamations. I'm glad that Eric Adams did not come himself.
Right, right. Yeah. But you know who I like is that Steiner guy, that the one that was with the prostitutes or whatever. Wiener. I like him.
I see him. I saw him on 12th Street, in front of Target one day.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
the guy
he lives around your neighborhood.
when he
I think
was
he lives in Stuytown or something.
attorney general, everything he did was like fierce and spot on and went to the heart of a lot of our problems. And then he gets taken down, obviously, by a fucking smear campaign. When
So are you getting money from the Wiener camp, or is he just sending you selfies?
he's gonna know who his friends are at the end of the world when we go into his bunker and he wants to have a polyamorous relationship.
Is he going to send you dick pics for
Well,
testifying
I
that
would hope so. I'm not dead yet.
you like him?
You know, I
Yeah, well, I don't know.
like guys generally. So yeah, I would say he's not bad. But mostly I like him for what he stands for, what he's done, what he knows, and his love life is really not my fucking concern. It's like that's private. How are they going to do that to him just to pull him down? Not right.
You're
There's money,
dragging me down, baby.
there's money
I
behind
was
it.
just sending some pictures to some chicks across the country.
Yeah, what does that have to do with him as a public servant?
Woo.
To me, zero. Maybe his wife wants to leave him. That's cool. I could get that. I understand that. But it's like you you can't say the whole man is bad because he's got a week, 1 week. You know what I mean,
I wish I was significant enough for my scandalous sex life to be exposed.
dude?
It'd be
Scandalous,
exciting.
dude. Your prowess is
Prowess.
it has nothing to do with talent. It's all about you slept your way to the top.
Uh,
And here we are at the top. We're
and that's
this
and
is
I'm homophobic is why I didn't get to the top.
maybe bisexual is why you almost got to the top,
Yeah, but not bisexual enough.
or not gay enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're not
Should
gay,
have done Clive Davis.
dude. And you had that chance with the guy
I had the chance.
Fantastics. The Fantastics guy was into you. Remember
I don't
that?
know if that was not particularly a come on. That was just me being homophobic. I'm gonna try something.
I think my hair is coming out pretty okay.
Can you hear that?
It's coming
Hello?
out loud.
Can you hear the guitar? I don't even know if see this is a really a test. Yeah. Cuts out. Is it cutting out?
No, you sound fine, but
Right.
I
Well,
guess I don't.
you cut out when I'm playing. Uh,
Well,
I might have. We might have to try it. We'll try it in rehearsal sometime.
right. Maybe the
Earphones. If we
playback might be just fine.
try it with earphones, maybe it'd work that way. So, how many colors do you use? Just the two?
No, this is the only one that stays in.
Hmm.
The rest, it's just for the party. They're gonna fade out. So I'm only doing. I'm trying to be careful where I put this color.
Careful in what way?
That it's not gonna bother me later. I cut my
Yeah,
hair.
I sometimes I regret having hair that I can't color. I can't color hair that I don't have.
We're back to the wig topic.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
It really isn't.
You know, because it's always it feels like something on your head.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah.
like a hat.
Well, can we talk about socks? Like, I'm not happy unless I actually have socks on. Like, I never ever want to be barefoot. Of course, my apartment is filthy on the floor.
Um, so have you always had this feeling about the barefootness?
Well, it's more about my relationship with socks. Like, I just really, really, really love socks.
But when you were a child in the bayou running around, didn't you want to run around without shoes there
Can I,
and had to
can I,
be chased by the gators?
I want to tell you how to get a Louisiana accent. Huh?
Tell me,
You must never ever move your upper lip.
I
You
up
never, never move your upper lip, no
never
matter
move,
what.
never move your upper lip.
Never move.
I'm sounding British.
Don't move your upper lip for nothing.
I'm not moving my upper lip for anything in the world
Well,
except
I'm sounding kind of British. That's
a bunch of money. We our family was French British. Yes,
wait, wait. There's actually a country that's French British.
French British.
Isn't it like Luxembourg or some? There's a country that's actually French British, I think.
Is there a chat? Do we have a chat? I don't even know what can. I am not even looking at the Facebook feed.
No,
I'm
dude.
gonna go to Facebook and see if I. Oh, there it is. Okay. Uh, do we have? We have one watch. I think it's me. Yeah.
It might be me too, dude.
Well, no, you're not there if it says one watching. So, oh,
To me,
maybe that is me. Is you?
maybe there's somebody out there watching, but let's just be grateful that this is just a kind of a dry run. And we can post it later. It's just be like, hey, you guys, we were live and Maddie did her hair. And
Yeah.
it's looking great. Ah. So the pink is the one that's gonna stay. All the other colors not not gonna stay. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna feel free. I'm gonna put more blue. Because my therapist says I could go ahead and just dye everything brown and act like I'm 20. But
Your therapist said that.
my therapist says she can spot whether someone is from Russia or Ukraine or like Belarus, just by
If
looking at
you
them.
colored your hair, you'd look like a 20-year-old from the Belarus.
Well, I
I'm not
think
buying it.
I would need her to help me more than just saying go ahead and do your hair. But it's really promising. But she can tell if you're Russian just by looking at you. That's the
That's
point.
what is her background?
Well, she lives in Brighton Beach, so
So she's Russian.
I think she is. Wait, hold on. No, but it's Russian adjacent. I mean, there's so many different countries. I know she's not from Ukraine.
One of those sort of Slavic.
Turbo Croatian, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's I'm part of that is my thing. My dad's mother's grandparent. My dad's mother was Serbian.
I can tell because you're so um um resilient, and you're an outdoorsman basically.
Yeah,
Always see you with your like appropriate hat in the woods and such.
I'm going to the woods this coming week.
Oh yeah?
I'm on vacation. I'm not working right now.
Where in the woods are you gonna be going?
I'm going to the wilds of northern Manhattan.
Inwood, nice.
Inwood, and Inwood Hill Park, where people out there are many viewers who are watching us. I'll have you know that there are many big trees and trails and caves, even rock slide and cliffs in Inwood Hill Park right here in Manhattan.
I know, like it's such a rocky little island, and then some of the rocks are impressively huge, even in
Some,
Central Park.
some of the rocks are still around. Yeah.
Even in Central Park, you're like, whoa, that's a boulder,
Oh
man.
yeah, there's a Norse that by the playground there and playground and bathrooms, sort
Yeah,
of right toward the front there. Enormous rocks that people climb on.
I
Yep.
know. And it kind of puts you in touch with what what we're actually living on,
The earth.
and when
It
they had
brings you close to the earth.
but when they had the big flood, Sandy or whatever, right, the flood,
Yeah.
I was so happy that my apartment building was actually built on rock and not on, right.
On mud.
Once upon a time, my then landlord tried to
Phil.
get me to trade my apartment for owning an apartment on 134th Street.
Well, I went up there with you once.
That's the story that we need to tell about. Do not live on landfill if you
So
can help.
your landlord was going to just offer you a ownership
Yeah,
of a brand new apartment if you'd give up your apartment there in the East Village.
yeah. And it was like
But we
crap,
went up there and looked.
just crappy.
It did. I remember it smelling a bit like poo.
Yeah, that would have
True.
gone away. But the fact is, when the hurricane came, all that stuff underneath would have just.
Well, there was a big sewage garbage something or other up there, just out in built into the river. If you go up the Hudson on the west side, there's this big uh, around 145th Street around there, somewhere around there.
I think it was 137 where the apartment was.
Okay, well, around there, if you look in the river, there's this big, like sewage something or other plant that's kind of newish.
On West 57, like all the way west, I think it's 57th or 54th Street, is the big piles of salt, like an entire half a block, corner of a half a block, with all the salt that they use to dissolve the snow in the winter.
Yeah, you know where that came from.
The
It's
ocean.
in the Bible. Lot was leaving New York, and Lot's wife looked back, and all their kids turned into a pile of salt,
That's
and they
them.
pushed them there. Yeah, they just pushed it there.
So we have salt corpses. The
Yeah,
New York Department of
it's
Sanitation.
in the Bible. We have to keep them because they're sacred. Because
Right,
it's
right.
Lot's stuff. Yeah,
It's a lot of stuff.
yeah, and that's why I wanted to do this on Sunday morning because that is the
Jesus, it's for
core
Jesus. And for
biblical message of today. And to tell you that
good
Jolly Ramey has found it in the past time that we've been away from you, and
30
we're
minutes.
here.
It's
We're
taken
here to
more
give it. Well, not gonna give it. We're going to offer it to you. We're going to sell it to you, and you have to keep watching,
to take money.
like and subscribe, and we'll tell you how to get it, and you could be like us.
Okay, I think 30-ish minutes is great.
Are you giving me the hook?
No, I'm just saying, like, if we want to rewatch this, maybe we only
I
have
have to rewatch it.
yeah, over and
Oh
over.
my god. I don't watch my other channel.
Oh, I only watched yours once.
Hey, look at the kitty. Kitty's in my window. I'm minding the kitty today. Well, it's
Oh,
not
and also
showing up.
look at the dog.
It's not showing
Look
up.
at the
Yeah.
dog. There's the dog.
Only people show up with this camera, I guess.
I win.
There we go. All right.
I win.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great shot there.
Your kitty's pretty good though.
No, you got to keep that shot because that's Now they're going to start tuning in. I'll put dog in the notes.
Yeah.
Dog. Jolly Ramey with dog live.
You know what, Stevie?
You know what? What?
Thank you for today. Thank you for this. It's really just the first step. And like when I was trying to give you advice on the YouTube, it's just like keep posting and give it a couple of years. So we just
Yeah, I have to do one. I'm thinking of trying to do one here with the software available. I might try that later. Uh,
well, if you need help, I'm here. I need
no,
help
I
with
mean one of my book reviews. So
yes. I'm thinking of actually really inspired just read old science fiction books that I like. But I don't know if people want to hear my voice reading, but I wouldn't mind.
there is quite a bit of that kind of stuff on YouTube
And
already.
that's why I'm so inspired. Is I have like two of my favorite guys, and I'm constantly giving them compliments, and then they give me hearts and stuff. It's just so cute. But there's like, there was a 2 year period when all I did was read short stories. Every myth and legend from all the different countries, every science fiction compilation, uh, Flannery O'Connor, anyone that had written a short story, I freaking read them.
Huh.
So I know where some of the jewels are buried. So I'm just, I don't know. It's kind of like something that you have to like to do in the first place to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just see. I mean, I
That's
don't want
why I
to
talk about the books on my channel because I like books. So I thought I'd just talk about them.
have. Yeah.
Instead of boring my friends talking about them, I talk about them to the random ether of YouTubia.
But you see how like slowly your numbers are looking more into it. Slowly you have like a couple more subscribers every week, and
Yeah, I have a couple of fans, so it's good.
yeah. All right. Well, hopefully we get some in the future.
So you're thinking we've had enough. This
Well,
this,
okay, wait.
this
We've been on there for 27 minutes.
Actually, I think I did have to. I didn't. I thought it was going to start automatically, and
Right.
it didn't. So I have to tell you right now that in fact we didn't start till 10:11.
So look, let's give it 2 more minutes. And
So therefore, all the people who came in at 10:05 have wandered off by then, and I screwed it up. So, but I've learned. This was a
clearly,
this was a learning curve.
yeah, like me going to the DMV yesterday.
What'd you learn at the DMV?
You have to have your birth certificate.
Oh, and you have one, don't you?
I didn't want to look for it.
Can you bring the dog? Say, the dog ate my birth certificate, so I don't have one. Can I go on the airplane anyway, please? I am who I am, the one and only.
She supports me by eating all my homework.
Yeah.
All right, Stevie, I think we did great.
So we're gonna do this again next week.
Sunday morning is fine for me.
So folks, tune in on Sunday. What day would that be? The 6th, the 7th?
7th or 8th, maybe. 8th.
No,
8th.
today's the 1st.
Yeah, but
8th
next Sunday is, yeah,
next week.
1
Next
7 is
next next Sunday,
the 8th.
which is in fact Sunday the 8th. I will be in Inwood in the woods.
And
So
I will be trying to wash this crap out of my hair.
great. So
Bye.
we'll see you then, and
Bye.
thank you so much for watching. Bye.